If you want to write this exam once without any setback, without any drawback, then keep watching this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video in the second MB series. If you're new to the channel, first of all, catch up with all the videos that I've posted in this series so that you can follow. So in this video, I'll be telling you guys how to survive second MB. Yes, the dreaded second MB exam, the dreaded first professional exam in medical school. Before I start this video, I have to say this so that you understand. This video does not guarantee that you're not going to have days when you're tired, days when you're depressed. Okay, let me not use the D word. Days when you're tired, days when you feel like crying, those days when you feel like giving up, days when you feel like you're not giving in your best, days when you feel like you can't write this exam, days where you feel like all hope is lost, days where you're fatigued, days where you don't even care anymore, like let the worst happen. My dear, those days will come. Those days will come. Sometimes they will come with full force and they will wear agbada and they will come. But this video is aimed at helping you conquer and survive those days. So these things are not arranged in any order whatsoever. I was just like, when I was planning this video, it took me back. Hey Jesus, nostalgia. It took me back to my second MB days, and I was just like, I wish I had this video. Like, I wish someone did this video for me, and I'm so glad that I'm finally putting out of my second MB series video to help people, you know. So I was just thinking, basically, and I was like, I need to post this video here. I need to make this video. So in no particular order, the first thing is to have a support system. I don't know how I can elaborate this. Have a support system, whether it is far or, in fact, have both. Have a support system that is far. It can be a family, it can be a friend. Have a support system that is internal, that is close to you, that I can call and be like, hey God, all hope is lost. Like, you feel like all hope is lost and you're tired and you feel like giving up. I had a lot of them. Sometimes you may feel like you're all alone and you're doing this whole second MB alone, and sometimes you feel like you're doing it wrong, but have a support system. And in your support system, please let somebody out of one of them be a medical student who has gone through this phase before. Okay, have a support system, have a backbone. Like, I don't know how to stretch this enough for you guys to understand how it's important to have a support system. Have a support system. You can't pass through medical school as a loner. I don't know if anybody that has done it. See, I don't even want to know them, because I'm just imagining how they will be. Because you can't pass through medical school as a loner. The next one is pray. Have a relationship with God. I can't even begin to explain to you how God showed up for me in every stage of my second MB exam. I can't even begin to explain it. Have a plan. Oh my God. More than anything, have a feasible plan on how you want to dissect this exam, how you want to finish this exam. I mean, it's actually not that difficult to have a plan, because now the courses are broken down into either systems or sections. For example, physio is broken down into systems. To an extent, anatomy is broken down into systems. Biochemistry, I'll say sections, like carbohydrate, protein, and all that. Have a plan. Have a feasible plan. Please don't try to survive this MB blindly. Don't say, we go run. You will not run anything. Have a feasible plan. Know yourself. Know what you can and cannot do. Know your strengths. By now, if you're in second MB class and you have a few months to your exam, you should by now at least know some of your strengths. I'm not saying know all your strengths or know all your weaknesses. Know your strength. Know what works for you. I can sit down today and tell you what works for me, but it might not work for you. So that's not what I'm trying to do in this video at all. So know your strength. Know what works for you. If you say, oh, you want to read 5 hours every day, plan your study, plan your life around 5 hours. For example, and again, if you're being told that your exam is in, for example, your exam is in December, whatever you're doing should be from now till November. Give December a time for past questions, revision, things like that. But your reading should end in November. I mean, it should end in November. Give yourself a month to review things and know, okay, where exactly do you stand? Like, are you standing the right? So plan, my dear. Have a feasible plan. Don't try to do second MB blindly. Don't try to do any exam in medical school blindly. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a planning person, but actually plan. Have a goal. See, sometimes, let me tell you the truth about planning. Sometimes you may plan something this week. You figure out that throughout that week it didn't work for you. You change your plan. That's what they call it. You review your plans. If your plan is working, if your plan is still feasible. You know, you may start off something and be like, okay, this is feasible, I can get this done, I can get that done, and 2 days along the line, 3 days along the line, you see that the plan is not working for you. Why will you go ahead with it? Obviously that is not a feasible plan, my dear. Plan. Don't leave this exam to chance. Give it all your best, my dear. Do it once and for all. I mean, why do you want to come back and do this thing again? Obviously I know you don't want to come back and do it again, but your attitude towards it will show that you want to come back and do it again. So just give it your best once and for all. I mean, so have a plan. Cry, rest, take a break, take time off, breathe, sleep well. All these things are inside the same category of rest. Rest, my dear. Cut yourself some slack. Don't be too hard on yourself. There are sometimes that obviously if you always cut yourself some slack all the time, be hard on yourself now. For you, it's time to be hard on yourself. But if you're like always, oh my god, I need to get this done, I need to get that done. That was one of the things I did during my second MB, and it was so overwhelming because I had goals. I had set goals for myself that I had to meet and I had to attain, and it was like all the effort I was putting in, I was not getting close to my goal. Like, what is this? I was putting in enough effort into my goal and it wasn't just working, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I was so hard on myself. The time when my mock exam came out, I had a good score. It was anatomy. I wanted to get a in anatomy and biochemistry, I think, but more in anatomy. Like, anatomy was like my strongest suit. So I was like, my result came out, I think I got a 60 something or a 50 something, I can't remember. But I was angry. My mock result, I was angry, I was sad. I was just so hard on myself and I was putting pressure on myself. And my mentor called me and I was crying, and she was like, you're crying. Hey, this girl. Is it cry, you're crying? To me, I was just like, this was not the plan. This was not what I read for. This is not my score. I was just so angry. I was feeling a lot of pressure on myself. But the truth is, rest, breathe, take time off, be alive, be living. I mean, medical school will still continue if you break down, if you get sick. They're not going to say, oh, our dearest medical student has broken down or has gotten sick. Let us wait. Let us pause till she's all right or till he's all right. No. Medical school is going to continue. It's going to continue well. More people are going to apply the next year. This is the second way that you're shouting about. More people are going to apply next year. Have a playlist. Oh, Jesus. Have a playlist. When I mean have a playlist, I mean songs. Please don't. I don't know what your taste in music will be, but that's not the moment where you need crazy songs. Get uplifting songs. It could be gospel, it could be inspirational song like I'll rise up today. I had 2 different playlists. I had the playlist from walking to my hostel to the library. Honestly, like, I had my gospel playlist that was there when I felt like crying. I would play my God and I would just cry to the Lord, because I don't have anybody else but myself, but you, God. So I have a playlist, honestly. I had this one I split to the library every time. This is gonna be the best day of my life. I remember that one. Oh my God. Going to the library, I would just start listening to my playlist and start listening to it. Like, I'm just walking, like, hey, second MB was the day. I would go to the library for my hostel, and I'll just play, listen to my songs that will lift me up. Even when I'm reading, sometimes I listen to those songs. So have a playlist. I mean, when you don't feel like talking to anybody, when you don't feel like you understand your feeling, and when you feel like you don't understand what is going on, and you don't understand your feeling, just listen to music. I mean, like, you can be listening to me and you start crying. I mean, it happens. So just have a playlist of songs that will lift your spirit up when the time is right. When the time is right, you know, cause you need a playlist. You need a song playlist. That's what I'm trying to say. Do the right thing at the right time, please. Don't procrastinate. I don't know. I like to see it like this. It is just 3 months. It is just 5 months. It is just so number of time. It will not. The truth is that it will not kill you. I promise you. I promise you. Like I promise you that it will not kill you. Prioritize. Prioritize. Do not procrastinate. Do the right thing at the right time. My God, you absolutely don't want to take this exam a second time. I am telling you. After that emotional roller coaster you went through the first time, you want to do it again. You will not even wish it upon your enemy if you have an enemy. Honestly, you will not wish that upon your enemy. Prioritize. Anything you need to cut it off. I mean, it's just 3 months, it's just 5 months, and you get done. I'm not saying that medical school is going to be easy after that. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not going to lie to you. Medical school is not going to be easy after that, but it's just going to get better, but not easier. Okay, so just do it once and for all. I mean, don't procrastinate. Interact with your classmates. Oh, Jesus Christ. Again, do not be a loner. Interact with your classmates. When your mates are reading, don't go and be in one place. I mean, you may be reading there. I'm not saying you're not reading, but don't disappear from the school because you don't work well around people. I remove it for you. I reject it for you. You will work well around people, because I cannot even imagine my second MB story without putting certain people in it. My discussion group people that were in my hostel, my roommates, I mean, my friends. I can't even imagine my second, like, imagine removing them away from my second MB story. I honestly don't know where I would be. Let me tell you the truth. The honest is that God puts people in your life to help you. They're going to be a source of help to you. So why will you use your own hand and take yourself away from the gathering of your helpers? Why? Even if you are the BGS in your secondary school, even if you are the smartest student in the world, second MB will humble you. Second MB has humbled a lot of intellect. I'm telling you. So don't withdraw yourself from your classmates. Don't withdraw yourself. I'm not saying that your classmates have written this exam before and they know everything about it and all of that. But information spreads like wildfire. You don't know what you missed in class that somebody heard. I've heard of stories where someone just comes to the room and say, "Oh, is this what you're reading? Pay attention to this thing, or it will come out." Unknowing to them that they're actually, like, they may not even know what they're saying. But you read that thing and you sit in the exam. Don't worry, when I talk about my second MB story, I'm going to tell you guys about my experience, like, in getting all this. Let me just hold it. I'm just trying to hold myself together because nostalgia is happening. Like, I'm just remembering, it's taking me back to those days, and I'm just remembering my second MB. If you're not so strong academically, look for those who are strong. You don't know how to find them? Go and look at your first test score. Go and look at your second test score. Who has been scoring high consecutively? Find their number. Track them. Trace them. Use your hand to look for your helper. I'm telling you, interact with your classmates. Interact with your classmates for different reasons. Like, for a whole lot of reasons. You guys can do past questions together. You guys can discuss together. What can't you do together? I'm just imagining. The list is endless, honestly. So, interact with your classmates. Read something every day. Don't let a day pass without reading something. It mustn't be something new. It mustn't be absolutely something new. It might be something that you did in first semester and you can't remember jack about. It might be something, I don't know, you were taught today and you just want to read it. Read something every day. Do not be in that thing, "Oh, I beg, I read 10 hours yesterday. Oh, you be like, say 24 hours today I'm going to rest. Please, no, don't do that. Be consistent. Read consistently every day for a certain period of time. I said it before, know yourself. Dear man, dear woman, know yourself, know your strengths. Know yourself, know your strengths, know what you need to focus on, know what you need to give your, know your weaknesses, know what you need to put in extra effort in. If you like anatomy very well and you hate physiology, my dear, read your anatomy, read your physiology well also. Like, read it well. I mean, if you don't understand it so much, like, seek for help, but make sure you read something every day and be consistent with it, and make sure you try and know something about every single topic. Know something about every single topic. You don't know where your Viva questions will come out from. You don't know where the MCQs will come out from. You don't know where your essays will come out from. So know something about every single topic. Even if it's one line, you know. I'm not saying know one line. Know as much, but know something about every single topic. Don't know everything about one thing and leave the rest. Know something about everything. Okay? Reward yourself. Hey, you're not a zombie. You're not a zombie. Reward yourself. If you say, okay, for this week I want to read for a total of 30 hours and I want to finish the entire blood physiology. I also want to finish GIT in anatomy, that's the stomach, the small intestine, large intestine, cecum and all of that in anatomy. In biochemistry, I want to know everything about carbohydrates, from the chemistry of carbohydrates to the metabolism of carbohydrate, gluconeogenesis and all that. And you achieve your goal at the end of the week. I mean, like you can quantify your growth, like this growth was achieved. Take yourself on a date. Hey, my God, buy yourself ice cream. If you feel like, oh, you feel guilty for going out, order yourself something. This fast rider is everywhere in the world now. Order yourself something nice and eat it. I mean, even if you mustn't have all the money in the world, with 400 naira, 400 naira, you can get fan ice, you can get supreme ice cream, 500 naira supreme ice cream, and enjoy yourself. Have brain freeze. I say, ooh, brain freeze. Enjoy yourself. Reward yourself when you are complete. Not when you read for 2 hours, you reward yourself. I don't know anyhow your reward system works, honestly, but reward yourself for a job well done. Cut yourself some slack. Give into the flesh sometimes. When I mean flesh, I mean like food, taking yourself out, spoiling yourself, going on a date with yourself, by yourself alone. Nobody needs to take you, my dear. You know, enjoy yourself for a while. 2 hours will not, nothing, there's nothing, let me tell you something, nothing will happen if you not read anything for 2 hours after reading, like after being productive for a whole week, just to spoil yourself for 2 hours. Nothing will happen. Spoil yourself. Enjoy yourself. Set a time for it so you don't exceed your time, obviously, but reward yourself. I'm about to break some people's tables now, but I'm sorry, I just have to do it. Kill distraction. One. Let me start with this one, because if I don't start with it, I may not have the courage to say it anymore. If you find yourself in a relationship, I know the one that put yourself there in the first place, but if you're in a relationship and your relationship is not a healthy one, this is not the time to keep that relationship. It is a sign. Cut it off. Take a break. Whatever it is. You don't want anything that will mess with your emotions and your mental health at this time, because second MB is already an emotional roller coaster on its own. Somebody's not saying hello, you don't care about me anymore, you don't really love me, you say you have exams, don't I have exams too? But I still make time to call you, I still make time to see you. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I honestly don't know how people do relationship in second MB time. I don't know. If you did it and you survived, I mean, don't drag me. In fact, drag me all you want, but I'm telling you the truth. If you find yourself in a relationship where you're going back and forth and telling yourself, do you want this or no, I don't really like this, you know I have exams, you should be understanding, you should be this. No matter how much you complain, the guy that brought that person, what am I saying guy, because it can also be a girl, the person that brought up that story that you're not loyal because of exam, you choose exam over me, the person's not your spouse, so you're not married, you're not, this relationship you are doing, but the person wanna cause you heartache and headache and you say you want to still sit down there. My dear, after 3 months you can still go back to that relationship. If it's not for you, if the person have waka, leave him, leave the person, leave him or her. Find something else to do with your life. I mean, kill your distractions. If you find out that phone is your distraction, during my second MBBS, I bought a small phone that I still have. I bought a small phone and I switched off my my Android phone and I put it inside my locker. Or okay, there were some times where I would just remove the SIM. I put the SIM in my small phone, my small tiny phone, and just maybe I just want to listen to music from my smartphone. But there's no SIM, there's no data connection, there's no nothing. So they're not saying, oh, I'm going to Instagram or I'm going to WhatsApp, I'm going to this. One that thing was WhatsApp because we mostly communicate on WhatsApp. So sometimes I have to turn on my phone. Sometimes I'll just go to my neighbor, my friend, and be like, what are they saying on the group chat though? Just to pass this exam once and for all and just leave these preclinicals for them. Let me leave this preclinical. I'm tired of anatomy and physiology. Let me just leave. So kill your distraction. Find out what is distracting you. If it's movies that is your distraction, kill it. If your roommates are your distraction, warn them. Tell them, please, I have exams. After this, you can distract me. We can chat. If your spouse, if your partner is your distraction, you cannot kill them, but take a break from that relationship. If it's not a healthy one, if it's not one that is encouraging you and spurring you to good works and spurring you to good things, take a break. So kill your distraction. Next one is feel at home wherever you are. I mean, I don't know about anybody. For me personally, if I'm not comfortable where I'm staying, I will not be productive. I don't mean too comfortable. Like, I should feel safe in my space. I should feel at home in my space so that I can be productive. So feel at home where you are so you can be productive. And last but not least, hey, I know so a few people are guilty of this. You have sat down, you have calculated, and you have looked at the bulk of load that you have to do, which you did not start on time, and you're saying to yourself, okay, this is my plan. You know, I will pass anatomy and biochemistry and physiology. I will come back and rewrite it. Huh? What kind of stupid plan is that? Oh my god. No, I honestly need to be as straight and as like firm. Not really firm, but like tell you the truth the way it is. You have a plan of failing one because there's a lot of work. I don't know how that sounds. What if your plan actually, works? You now pass only anatomy, you now have a repeat or a receipt in physio and biochemistry. I don't get it. Please have no such plans. Have no such plans. Please plan to pass everything. Plan, set your goals. Know what you're doing. Be around the right people. All the survival toolkits I've told you now, use them. But don't ever think negative thoughts. My dear, that's on that thing. In this second MB, don't think negative thoughts. Some say, what if I fail? What if you pass? Think about it. What if you pass? So don't ever allow room for that thought of, I heard this a lot during my time, so it sounded stupid. Sorry to say. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying the idea is stupid. Because how do you intend on gambling such a gamble? I'm trying to do critical reasoning here. It makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. Anyway, on a lighter mood, you guys, these are the toolkits, the survival toolkits I wish somebody had told me in my time, and I hope it's useful to you guys. Because honestly, as I said before, there'll be days where you feel like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take this anymore. There'll be days when you feel like crying. Cry, pray, pour your heart out to the one who created you. Call your senior friends, call your mentor, call a doctor, call your parents who understand you, and cry. My dear, it's not an easy one. There's some people that actually don't understand, but be with people that understand you. Hey, cry. God, I cried in my second MB. I cried the day before the result. I cried the day of the result. For the result came out, I cried. it just helped me feel better. Like, it just felt like I was carrying the world on my chest, and I just needed to release it out. So cry, take breaks, take rest. Anyway, guys, I hope this video is helpful to somebody, and I hope you find inspiration and the motivation somehow and somewhere to continue this journey called second MB journey. You have a story to tell one day, just like I'll have a story to tell very soon on this channel. And you can also encourage somebody. You know, sometimes we go through different situations at different points in our life, not just for our own benefit, but also to be able to share the story to someone else who may be going through that. All I'm trying to say is that breathe, calm down. We all went through this and we survived. If I can do it, this is what my mentor used to tell me, and I'm telling you now, if I can do it, you can do it. So just try your best. I mean, giving your very best. So anything that happens, you know that I gave my best too. Like, in fact, I gave more than my best. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope this video is helpful for somebody once again. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, leave your comments below, ask me any question you'd like to ask me about second MB, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you as always, and I wish you the absolute best in your coming exams. Mwah. Bye.